Hello, everyone. This is Dave Bondy. How are you doing? Midland County, Michigan. They have a new emergency order that they have put into place to protect people from COVID-19 and to stop the spread of COVID. And in that, there is a chance that if you do not follow the violations or if you do not follow the rules, you could end up in violation and then you could end up going to jail or paying a fine. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to show you exactly the document to give you depth and perspective. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button right there on my YouTube video. Right down there's a subscribe button right down there. I'll give you information that you won't hear anywhere else except on Mid Michigan Now, because they're all over it. Go to midmichigannow.com as well. They have the article, and I have the link to this article in this video right here. You can go ahead and take a look, and you can see Midland County issues emergency order regarding the coronavirus. And it spells it out here basically. And they say, due to a recent rise in cases, the Midland County Health Department, the public health officer, has ordered emergency procedures to be followed during the epidemic to ensure lives are saved, including K through 12 schools remain open. And the emergency order is right here. I know it's really small. You can read it by going to midmichigannow.com, and I'm going to click it here to make it bigger. And basically, these are all the rules right here of what it says. It explains what COVID is. It explains how many cases they say they've had in Midland County. The Midland County has a 7-day test positivity rate of 11.3% and a 7-day new case rate of 326 cases per million. That's according to Midland County. I'm going to scroll down here even more. And let's see. It talks about how cases of COVID-19 typically cease shedding uh, infecting infectious virus within 10 days after symptom onset. And they say when businesses and schools consistently adhere to layered prevention strategies, outbreaks have been curbed. That's according to them. Let me go ahead and tell you what they are asking people to do. Here it is, right here. And I don't know, I can try to make this a little bigger so you can read it. Let me really make it bigger here. Hold on. And right there, let me highlight it as well if I can. No, it won't let me highlight it. A person identified as a confirmed positive case of COVID must complete a period of isolation for 10 days after either symptom onset or specimen collection for persons who are asymptomatic. Persons identified as cases must cooperate with identification of close contacts who would have been at high risk of exposure during the period beginning 2 days before symptom onset and continuing through the date interviewed by case investigators. Persons identified as close contact must also complete a period of quarantine and are restricted from gatherings with people outside of their home for 10 days. Close contacts who continue to reside in a shared household must postpone a 10-day countdown to the end of quarantine. So, all these rules are right here, and this is what has been going on throughout the United States in various places. These are all regulations that the CDC recommends. During a period of isolation or quarantine, persons identified as cases and/or close contacts must adhere to heightened physical distancing by confining themselves to their own home or other location that will permit them to refrain from contact. Now, the one thing that has a lot of people talking, and let me look right here. Hold on. Okay, this is the part that has many people interested right here. Pursuant to Michigan law 333.2443. So it is a law. A lot of people are saying that this is not a law, but there it is, MCL 333.2443. A person who violates a regulation of a local health department or order of a local health officer is guilty of a misdemeanor, punishable by imprisonment for not more than 6 months or a fine of not more than $200 or both. So, will you actually be arrested or fined for not doing this? Well, that's something, according to this, you can. So, if you take this at face value, you can be fined and you can be jailed, possibly. Will that happen? That's up to the system to figure out. But a lot of people are talking about this and trying to decipher what it means. So, once again, for the depth and perspective on it, go to midmichigannow.com. We have the article on our website, and you can read that entire health order for yourself. Now, so far, there across the country, there have been several law enforcement agencies who have said that they will not be enforcing mandates and orders like this. Now, other areas have. So we're going to dig into this a little further and try to find out what Midland County is going to do. But obviously, they put this in the wording. So as it stands, right now, according to this emergency order, if you violate the rules in that order, there is a possibility that you could face a fine or end up in jail. Now, that's what it says. Would that actually happen? I don't know. But that's what the wording says. So the possibility is there. And I think that's what concerns a lot of people, the possibility. But the county commission or the health department in Midland County, they're basically saying something needs to be done because the spread of COVID, they say, is out of control. They don't use the words out of control, but they say the positivity rate, I believe, was 11.3%. So they say something needs to be done to protect people. They also say the best thing to do is to get vaccinated. They say the vaccination saves lives. And if you hear me talking right now, I am saying they say, according to them, because it's not my job to tell you what to think. It's not my job to tell you, my opinion on anything. I'm telling you what they are saying. This is not my opinion. I don't agree with this. I don't not agree with it. I'm just giving you information. And this information is coming out from Midland County, the Midland County Health Department issuing these orders, trying to strengthen up things, trying to save lives, they say. But I wanted to know what all of you thought about this. Should jail time and penalties, a misdemeanor that is, be enforced or be in play when it comes to people violating these emergency orders regarding COVID? This is something in Michigan that we dealt with in the beginning of the pandemic. If you remember, there were several instances in the state of Michigan. Carl the barber, for an example, he kept his barber shop open in Owasso, Michigan, despite the mandate and the executive orders from the governor that ruled he was not allowed to have it open. Now he kept it open. He fought. He won. He actually, I believe, got I don't know if he got his money back with his legal fees, but the courts ruled in his favor. The courts also ruled that Governor Gretchen Whitmer acted improper when she enacted her emergency orders. They didn't say that the orders were wrong. They said the procedure that was followed was wrong. The fact that she did not consult with the legislature, I believe that is. So you can search that at midmichigannow.com. We have a lot more on that. We're going to have a lot more on this coming up on Mid Michigan Now on NBC 25 at 5 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. You will see me anchoring tonight at 5 o'clock. I will also be on the anchor desk at 10 o'clock on Fox 66. So I hope this gives you a little more in depth, a little more perspective into this story. And would someone actually be locked up if they don't follow these orders? I can't answer that question. We're going to try to find out more about that, but it does say it in the order. So the answer would be yes. The possibility could be there that you could be arrested, locked up, or fined if you don't do this. But the health department saying it's all for the greater good of public health. I'm going to let you go, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you on TV. Go to midmichigannow.com to click more on this article and to read the order for yourself.